Hello students, in this video we'll learn about the BCNF or Boyce Codd normal form. This is BCNF. BCNF. So what we have already understood from the previous videos, a relation is present in 1NF, it is satisfying certain rules. After 1NF, again we'll try for the 2NF by satisfying certain more rules. Again 3NF by satisfying some more rules. Again, whenever I am having the 3NF, by applying some more rules, I can go for the BCNF. Another point already we have understood, up to 3NF, the insertion anomaly, updation anomaly and the deletion anomalies are getting resolved. So what is remaining so that we are going for the BCNF? Let us try to understand. So a relation is said to be in BCNF if it is in 3NF, and it is saying that if for every non-trivial functional dependency the determinant is the key. For every non-trivial functional dependency, the determinant or the LHS of the functional dependency should be the key. So the process of decomposition of non-BCNF to the BCNF, it is again similar. That means for the problematic functional dependencies, that is the non-trivial functional dependency, if the determinant is not the key, then I have to go for constructing a new table, right? So students, in this student table, if you see uh, the functional dependencies are existing as student course to the time, time to the course and student time to the course. So here for simplicity, if I'll see the student course to the time, student time to the course. So there are three attributes. Either I can find my key as the student course combination, or I can find the student time combination. How many attributes are there in the table? It is 3. And in this case I am finding two type of keys, either student course or student time. If I'll see the number of attributes involved in these keys, that is all the 3 attributes. That means no non-key concept is available here. So your 2NF and 3NF, they are dealing with the non-key, whether it is depending upon the key partially, whether the non-key is depending upon the key transitively. So since non-key attribute is not there, so this table is present in 2NF and this table is present in the 3NF also, right? But in this case you can see database 12, database 12, database 15. So from database to the time is not there, but from the time, that is 12, to the database it is same. From 10, I'm having the programming as the subject, that's why the function dependency from the time to course is existing. So here this problem is there, the redundancy is there, right students? So how to deal with this? This is existing because we are having the key like the student and the course and student and time. So here I am finding a overlapping key concept. That means one attribute is present in both the keys. That's why this type of problem is coming, right? So to deal with this, we are going for this BCNF concept. So in this example, what will be the problem? Our key can be either student course or student time. But there is one functional dependency existing between the time and the course. The time and the course, that is 12 to database, 10 to programming, is creating the problem. It is, it is producing the redundancies. So I have to check that. As per this BCNF rule, we can see for every non-trivial functional dependencies, the determinant should be the key. So if I'll consider the functional dependencies time to the course, whether the determinant time is the key of the table? No. That means it is not present in BCNF. Once again I am repeating, the time is the determinant and time is not the key. It is a part of the key, but it is not the key. That's why this table is not present in the BCNF. So to make it in the BCNF, this time to course has to be separated out, right? The relation is not present in BCNF as the functional dependency time determines course. The time is not the key. Okay. So now the question is, uh, which one I should consider for resolving this. So for simplicity, let I am considering the table as ABC, where A means it is the student, B means it is the course, C is the time. So my functional dependency is what? I am having AB to C, AC to B, and C to the B, right? So F is containing AB to C, AC to B, and C to the B. So here I can find the keys are either AB or AC. So here all are the key attributes, nothing is available in the non-key attributes. So it is present in 2NF, it is present in 3NF. Now if I'll go for checking for the BCNF, there is one functional dependency C arrow B, that C is not the key. That's why I have to go for separating that out. If I'll separate that out, how to separate? I'll go for creating a table, that is let it is R1 by containing CB, and the other table remains, that is as R2. Let it is AC, right? So I think it is understood. This should be done, right? But how we are doing? Either I can consider the case 1. Let the primary key is AC I'll consider, or case 2 I'll consider the primary key as AB, because I have got two primary keys. If I'll consider AC as the primary key, so originally my relation is ABC. AC is the primary key. Since the C to B is creating a problem, what I'll do, I'll go for creating a table called as C to B as R1, and the other table I'll get as AC. The B will be removed from the your R. But if somebody will consider the AB as the primary key, the R is containing A, B, C, AB as the primary key. Since C to B is creating the problem, I'll go for creating that C to B in the R1. So since B has to be removed from the original table, my R2 contains the AC. Here I can see earlier I have considered the AB as the primary key, but during the BCNF decomposition I am finding AC as the key. So here the key has been modified, here the key has been promoted, right? So that we have to understand, whenever the overlapping key concept is there, the key may be promoted, key may be changed. Okay students? And in this case, if I'll see the functional dependency, that is the AB to C, can I pretend that the C to B is there, AC to B I can also get, but this AC to C, I cannot recover back. I cannot recover back, right? So that is why we have to understand that up to 3NF the decomposition is lossless and the dependency preserving, but if I'll go to the BCNF, it should be lossless, but it may not preserve all the functional dependencies. So 3NF it is lossless as well as dependency preserving, but BCNF is lossless but may not preserve all the functional dependencies. I think it is understood. Okay, one corollary, let us try to understand. We have understood the 3NF, then we are going for the BCNF. So this situation will arise when the overlapping key concept is coming. If the overlapping key concept is not there, if only a single candidate key is there, so the 3NF and BCNF, they are same, right? So if a single candidate key is there, I can say 3NF and BCNF, they are same. If overlapping keys are there, then we will go for checking for the BCNF. Okay, let's see the example. Let there is a relation R containing A, B, C, D. Let functional dependency is given. So let's check whether it is present in the BCNF or not. My R containing A, B, C, D, E. F is given as A to B, E, C to D. It is present in 1NF because the schema is given, and here I can easily find the key. The AC plus I can find A, B, C, D, E, which is the key. This is my key. So the key attributes will be what? Key attributes will be AC. Non-key attributes will be B, D, E. Is it present in 2NF? How to check? Whether the non-key attributes are depending upon the key partially? Yes, it is occurring there. So I'll go for converting the table into the 2NF. So here my key is the AC. So anything is depending only on the A. Yes, B, E are depending on the A. So that has to be separated out. That is A, B, E. Let it is R1. A is the key. F1 is containing A to B, E. Here the other details are available as R2 containing A, C, D. AC is my key, right? Students, here F2 will contain what? The C to D is there, as well as AC to ACD I can get. Is it present in 2NF, the R1? Yes. But if you check the R2, it is not present in 2NF. Why it is not present in 2NF? Because the D is the non-key attribute that is depending on the C only, that is not depending on the AC. So that has to be separated out. Let R3 CD, F3 is containing the C to D, and the details available are AC only, that is R4. My functional dependency F4 is AC to AC. So are they present in 2NF? Yes, they are present in 2NF. So now check whether they are present in the 3NF. It is present in 3NF, no transitive functional dependency. This is also present in 3NF. There is no transitive functional dependency. This is also present in 3NF. There is no transitive functional dependency. Is it present in BCNF? Yes, because the determiner is the key. The R3 is also present in BCNF because the determinant is the key. R4 is also present in the BCNF because the determinant is the key. So after BCNF, I am getting the tables like the R1 containing A, B, E, where A is the key, R3 C, D, where C is the key, and R4 containing AC, where AC is the composite key, right? So this problem is resolved. Okay, let's see another problem, the second problem. This problem will solve. So here we are given with the R containing A, B, C, D. My F is given as A, B to C, D and C to B. It is present in 1NF because the schema is given. Here if I'll find the key, the AB plus will get the ABCD. Similarly, if we'll see the AC plus, from AC I can get A, from AC I can get the C, from C I can get the B, from AC I can get the AB, so I can get the D also. So here there are two keys, either it is AB or AC. So you can find the overlapping key is coming over the A attribute. So key attributes will be what? That is ABC. Non-key attribute will be the D. Right? So I can go for case 1. Let primary key is AB. This is R. A, B, C, D. AB is my key. Right? So my F is given as mentioned earlier also, that is AB to CD, C to B. Is it present in 2NF, students? How to check? You see, C to D, they are depending on the whole key, and B to C, the right hand side is the key attribute. This is a key attribute. This is non. This is depending upon the C. C is also one key attributes. So is it present in 2NF? Yes, it is present in 2NF, because 2NF is dealing when the right hand side is the non-key and depending upon the key partially. So is it present in 3NF? Non-key functional dependency is existing? No. So it is present in 3NF. Is it present in BCNF? This is not present in BCNF. Why? Because in the C to B, I can find the C is not the key. That means I'll go for decomposing the relation as, let it is R1 containing the C to B. F1 will contain the C determines B, and the other side I'll get A, C, D. Students, earlier I have taken the AB as the primary key, but now there is no B available in my R2. So now the AC will be treated as the primary key, right? So I can find the F2 as AC to D, because AC is also one key, that's why AC to D can be derived. So this is present in the BCNF, this is also present in the BCNF. By considering the AB as the primary key, I found this table as R1 containing the CB, R2 as ACD. Let's see the case 2. Let's see the case 2. Case 2, let primary key is AC. Right? AC was the other primary key we have already seen. So let's see the R containing A, B, C, D. My F is containing, you can see, AB to CD, C to B. AB to CD, C to B. So this is present in 2NF or not? Here the non-key attribute is only the C, only the D. So ABC, they are the key attributes. So this is present in the, because this is present in the 2NF. Why? Because this is the key attribute, right? So is it present in 3NF? Yes, it is present in the 3NF, because non-key functional dependency is not available. Then is it present in BCNF? This is not present in the BCNF. Why? Because we have seen the C. C is not the key. The determinant C is not the key. So we have to go for removing that problem. That is C to B will be separated out by considering the R1. F1 will contain the C to B. Horizontal table contains the R2 containing the ACD. My F2 is AC to D. Students, if you will consider the primary key as the AB or AC, always you are finding the same table, that is R1 containing the CB and R2 containing the ACD, right? You may choose any one as the primary key, but at the end you will find the same tables, right? So after BCNF, I am finding the R1 containing CB, R2 containing the ACD. Here we lost one functional dependency. Which functional dependency is lost? The AB to C functional dependency is lost. It cannot be regenerated, right? So that's why in the previous slide already I have told the decomposition up to the 3NF is lossless as well as dependency preserving, whereas in the BCNF it is lossless but it may not preserve all the functional dependencies. Okay, so this problem understood. Let's come back to another problem. Let's say this problem. So here the R is containing A, B, C, D, E, G. This is my R. F is containing the AB to CD, BC to AD, C to G, B to E. So is it present in 1NF? Yes, it is present in 1NF because the schema is given. Then the keys will be what? How to get? AB plus I can get A, B, C, D. Since C is generated, G can be generated. Since B is generated, E can be generated. So everything is available. If I'll go for BC, BC I can get, AD I can get because the function dependency is saying C generated, G can be generated, B generated, so E can be generated. So here also I am finding the keys are AB or BC. So here it is overlapping over the attribute B. So my key attributes will be ABC and non-key attributes will be DEG. Right, students? So is it present in the 2NF? Are containing A, B, C, D, E, G. Already we have seen any case I can consider anyone as the primary key. So later I'll consider case where primary key is AB. So AB is my primary key. So whether D and D or E or G, they are depending on the A or B, you check partially whether they are depending partially. There is a functional dependency A, B to C, D. So B to E is the functional dependency where E is depending on the B partially, right? So I'll separate that out. R1 B to E, F1 is containing B to E, other details available are R2 containing A, B, C, D, G. Students, you check, there is one functional dependency that is C to G, right? So the G is the non-key attribute, but in this case it is the key considered as the AB. So I'll not discuss that C to G as one partial functional dependency for this case, right? So this is present in 2NF, this is also present in 2NF. Now I'll check what? The non-key functional dependency. Is there any functional dependency existing between the D and the G? No, it is not there. So they are also present in the 3NF. But whenever I'll go for your BCNF, it is present in BCNF? Yes, it is present in BCNF. Is it present in BCNF? This is not present in BCNF. Why? Because in this F2, we are having the functional dependency like AB to CD, BC to AD. But there is one functional dependency that is C to G, where C is not the key. It is the part of the key. It is not the key. So I'll go for creating a table for that. The C to G will be separated out. Let it is R3, and the other details are available in the R4 containing what? That is containing A, B, C, and that is D. AB is the key, so F4 will contain the AB to CD and BC to AD. This will contain C to G, that is F3. So now this is present in the BCNF, this is present in the BCNF. Right, students? So after BCNF I am getting the R1, R3, R4. If I will consider the primary key as the BC also, I can check that. Case 2, let the primary key is BC. So here I can have the R, A, B, C, D, E, G. BC is my primary key. My functional dependency is given as AB to CD, BC to AD. Then what? Then I'm having the C to G, B to E. C to G, B to E. So students, you see the G is the non-key attribute which is depending upon the C. C is the part of the key, so I can resolve that in the 2NF. So R1 is created by the CG. The F1 is containing the C to G, and the other details available as R2, that is A, B, C, D, E. BC is the key. Now you see in the F2 I am having the functional dependency like AB to CD, BC to AD, and B to E. Again B is the key, part of the key. E is the non-key attribute, so this is creating the problem for the 2NF. This is creating the problem for the 2NF, but R1 is present in 2NF. So since the B to E is creating the problem, I'll separate that out as another table, R3. B is the details, B is the primary key, F3 is containing the B to E, and the other details available are R4, that is A, B, C, D. BC is my key. You can find my F4 is containing AB to CD, BC to AD. Now, whether the R3 is present in the 2NF? Yes. The R4 is present in the 2NF? Yes. Because partial functional dependencies are not existing. Now I'll check whether the R1 is present in 3NF. Yes. Transitive functional dependency not existing. R3 is also present in 3NF because transitive functional dependency not existing. R4 is also present in 3NF because transitive functional dependency is not existing. Now I'll check for the BCNF whether the determinants are the key. Yes, R1 is in BCNF. R3 is also present in the BCNF because the determinant is the key, and R4 is also present in the BCNF because the determinants are the key. So after BCNF, I am getting the R1 containing CG. I am getting the R3 containing the BE, and I am getting the R4 containing A, B, C, D. So here I am considering the BC as the key, but if I will go for the case 1 where AB is the key, but the table if I will see, they are BE, CG, ABCD. Here also I am finding BE, CG, ABCD. Okay, thank you.